What's up, guys? Shane here again with FedEx. It's been a very long time since I do a video, so trying to do this thing again. So we're heading out to DB. Going to check out one of our customers, Saeed Shah, to check out what he has in store for 2022. So we did a couple of projects for Saeed Shah, a couple Ciferos, RBs, RB20s, etc. But he's doing something new for 2022. So we're gonna take a drive down and see what's coming up for 2022. So yeah, we're just driving and taking a nice Saturday evening drive, heading across. Now, well, you know, Trinidad roads, bad roads, so I take my time. But there shouldn't have so much traffic this evening. Most places closed. Struggling to hold this camera and drive at the same time. So as far as we know, I think he's doing another drift project, and as much as I know, because I know that those guys, they like to drift, so I assume it's another drift project of some sort. When we reach home, we'll see. Probably a next chassis, probably on a different type of engine, I don't know yet. So it's just to give a little update on what's going on in the background through all of this COVID pandemic just affecting everything really bad. But as motorsports are about to reopen in Trinidad, we expect a lot of guys to start pulling together their projects to jump back out. So just a normal Saturday evening here, taking a drive in the a personal car, 200 SX. Just cruising down the road. Struggling to hold this camera and drive manual. So this is the tire shop here, so I should be pulling in here right about now. Yeah, so we are Saeed in the car here. We're heading across to his garage, and we're gonna see what he have in store for 2022. Well, I hear it's a new chassis, but I'm not sure. So I don't know if you want to give you a little insight on that.
Well, yeah, it's a little surprise, but soon, give you a little minute and a half, and we'll see new chassis on the way, man.
Alright, cool. I'd reach on my side garage here, so I don't know. Tell me what's going on now, Saeed. I see car jack up there, back end missing. What's going on?
Well, boy, new plans, new year. See something else I like. Well, this was my first love.
Right. So where's this thing on the ground here?
Well, boy, this is all mats are trying to put together here. Local talent.
Alright, I seen you have dual caliper. You also have dual caliper?
Yeah.
Right.
Basically, this is the stock suspension that come out from this car, but everything on it is aftermarket.
Right.
And it's supposed to bolt off on this, but the S15 subframe. So, bring it
S15.
together here.
Alright. So I realize it's a newer chassis because I walk in and I see this thing here.
Right.
This thing looking like a little different, boy. Tell me what's going on here. Where you get this from?
Well, this originally is a car that locally compete in Trinidad. The original owner is Jamal Noel.
Right.
But he sold it and I purchased it for Market Boy. But not this condition though, but a little taken care of, and here we are.
Alright, so I see. Well, the car basically scrap here. I mean, when I say scrap, I mean it's on nothing, and it looked like you're building it from the ground up.
Right.
So, we know you always had the angle kit and whatnot, but I seen a lot of piping work here inside,
Yeah.
outside. What's going on here? There is
This is my fabricator. His name is Saeed Shah.
right.
Sick. As you can see for yourself, these are all the manifold work costs, all the aluminum welding, TIG welding, pour up. This is a chrome molding cage. This is not really iron pipe. Material is really expensive, so and the fella did a hell of a job.
Right, so I see that you have some reinforcement and thing. I see cage going through the car. Real reinforcement here.
Well, this car basically is a copy from James Dean, new S chassis, the S14.9.
Right.
So basically, not everything, but nearly everything he did in his car, we try to replicate and we try to make it look like his.
Okay, so what you're saying is once I meet James Dean spec, which means it meet FD, FIA, FD.
Everything.
Right. So you plan to compete with this thing hardcore when you see that.
Yeah, hardcore. As far as we can reach.
Right. So is that custom made cage or they bought this pieces or what went on?
This is a custom made cage. From scratch, you build every single thing from scratch.
Alright. Well, how far you all reaching the, well, I could see it just still a frame, but what you plan on doing in the next coming weeks? What you plan on getting?
Right now, we're trying to get the suspension up and running in this car, so to get the block line up on the chassis to get the manifold finished. So that is really on my mind right now to get it on the ground.
What engine platform you going with?
It's a RB25 Neo, fully built engine. Engine have Y-scope pistons, ARP 2000 head studs, ARP rod bolts, racing bearings, dummy gasket.
What kind of rod you went with?
We're using right now stock rods because of the horsepower we want to make. We're just trying to make about 600 horsepower, and the stock rods could do that.
Alright. So anything more than that, you upgrade again?
Well, I have cams for the 262 drop-in dummies.
Right.
And race gas we going, so that should be it. Wait.
Alright. So we take a nice look at this chassis here. See if you have a rear bash bar or a jacking point bar. We are under here. I see you pointing under there. Where we are under there?
What's under the hood?
Hey! Clean boy. Will it take real time to do this?
Yeah, boy. Everything done by myself and my workman. One workman.
Oh, you could eat on that way. Flip this car upside down. Alright. You going with any body kit on this or this going?
I have a full body kit already. Fiberglass, bonnet, fenders, bumpers, you name it, we have it. So right now just focusing on the chassis, and well, body kit has nothing to mount up, so.
Well, I know you always had cage and whatnot because the old chassis.
Yeah.
You know, this is the old chassis here.
Yeah.
Kind of not really retire, but you wanted to, I believe you want to go for something a different style.
Yeah, for sure.
A two-door. One with parts more available. We just take a look at the chassis that came out with. Still more or less intact. Full cage again. Alright. So we're still here. I'm just trying to figure out why this thing looking like it take a real time. Wow. You just wake up one morning and decided you wanted a S15 to build, or what kind of time frame this thing take? Because I've seen a lot of fab work here and I know it requires a lot of measurements. So you didn't like the Cifero chassis anymore, or what went on?
Well, basically, the chassis of the Cifero, the chassis from this, is basically the same thing. Let's have one or two little things off.
Right.
But obviously, it could be a lighter and better car to drift because this is the car that everybody uses and it's seeing performance from the vehicle.
Right.
I bought this car about October, the end of last year, October month.
Right.
I was going to put a bill out RB25 on this car back, but when I saw this car, I say I had to get it because this is one of the last car in Trinidad you will get.
Okay, okay.
This
When you
car-
say the last car, what do you mean? The S15s and I'm getting hard to get?
S15s is gold at the moment.
Right,
Who know
right, right.
S15s and what the chassis is gold at the moment. So when I saw the car, the price I get it for, I went and buy it one time.
So it had no cage work whatsoever.
It had a full bolting cage, stock
Right.
cage, but it wasn't in my spec
Right.
that I want to compete with this car now. So I decided to put a full welding cage instead.
Right. Fabricate everything.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
okay.
The fabrication in this car take a little while. As I said, October once I get the car, but we didn't take long. But it was a lot of work
Right,
to
right.
get the car in this standard at this time so early. We're still in the second month of the year.
Right. So we now in the first week of February?
Yeah, yeah.
Right. So when how long this car I think this I know 2022 motorsports might be opening, so
Right.
well we look for what time frame we looking at I should say.
Well, right now I'm trying to get this car finished by the end of this month. We take it in our next month, the latest.
That's a lot of work in a very short space of time.
Well, yeah. But I push myself day and night just for
Right.
this car to finish, and I wanted to finish as soon as possible.
Alright, cool. Alright. You hear it from the man, this is the new chassis S15 drift project. What
Yeah.
horsepower are you looking for? Where are you looking for out of this?
This
I know it's
car-
a drift car.
This is a drift car and a show car at the same time,
Right.
because you see how the time I taken on this car to get everything at perfection. So
Right.
it's a drift car and a show car at the same time.
Okay. Well, if you don't mind my accent, if somebody wanted to not just get into drifting, because we know all, by now we know what it takes to get into drifting, to get rear wheel drive and whatnot. But what kind of budget of somebody building a car like this had to come out with? Where are the foresee if you really want to get in this hardcore?
You have to love it to start with. Have to love it. If you don't love it, you can never find the money to finish a project like this.
Right.
You
I understand.
So just like everything else you like, you burn your belly, you save your money, and spend it on what you like.
Right. What we're saying is you can't really put a value or a price
If I go to say
to
how
building
much-
a full-blown competition car. Okay, you always keep
Yeah, that's the thing about these cars. Every year is upgrades and upgrades, so the money just keeps stacking up and stacking up.
right.
If I'm going to tell you a price that I spend on this car at the moment, I'll be lying because I don't even know. I lost count.
Right.
Serious thing.
All right. Well, we'll see. Hopefully, we'll see this car back fully functional in maybe a month,
Yeah,
a month and a
hopefully,
half.
month
So
and a half, yeah.
we'll check it back and see where we reach with it.